In this video, we are going to look at the meaning of a historical argument. A historical argument is how historians communicate three things. It's how they communicate their claims, it's how they communicate the reasons for their claims, and it's how they communicate the evidence for their reasons for their claims. Remember that a claim is a historian's professional opinion based on the evidence that they have found in sources. So an argument has to be provable, you have to provide evidence, and it has to include your take on the evidence that you have found. If you are just going to provide a list of facts, that is not an argument. An argument has to be provable, and it has to be your opinion or your take, your claim on the evidence you found in sources. So if we were going to make an argument on feudalism, this argument, the king was at the top of the feudal system, that is just a fact. So that is not going to be a good argument. Peasants worked as a lord's vassal in return for protection. Again, that's not an original thought. That's just a fact. That's just what happened, something you could find in sources. But saying that the king could easily take advantage of the peasants in their kingdom is an argument. It's provable because we can use this evidence to show it. And it's an original thought. It's something that I came up with on my own after I looked at the evidence of feudalism. Arguments should be original to your understanding of the topic. So when you're providing your argument, you haven't found that anywhere else. You have taken the evidence that you have discovered and created the argument in your mind. So if these two people are having an argument, and this man says, I think there was feudalism in Europe during the Middle Ages, this guy is looking at him like he's crazy because he's saying everyone thinks that. We all know that there was feudalism in Europe during the Middle Ages. That's not an argument. But in this discussion, if this historian says, I think the Roman Catholic Church became powerful because the feudal system didn't work for everyone, if this historian is thinking, I've never heard that before, what is your evidence? Then this one has done his job. He has created an argument that is original to his understanding of the evidence that he has found. So your job as a historian and with the National History Day project is to create an original argument based on the evidence that you found in your sources. If your argument is just facts that you found, then you haven't created a compelling argument. It needs to be original to your understanding based on the evidence that you have found.